second round of the ARC Formula One Euro Championship. This is, like I said, the second round of 18 here at Shanghai International Circuit, also known as the Chinese Grand Prix. And I'm your commentator again for today. I say round 2, I meant round 3. Oh my god, I gotta fix the title. Oh well. Well, it's supposed to say round 3, but I messed it up again. Oh well. Well, live and learn, as they say. Live and learn. Let me make sure this is all going. It is. Yeah, I messed it up. Yeah, I messed it up. Well. Anyways, let's worry about what's happening on track. We only have 8 people here, unfortunately. So, yeah. So, as we take a look here of the drivers, we have 8. I'll need to see if I can get these names right here. Let me pull up the spreadsheet to help me remember this. So, currently we have on track is all of them except for 3. Get the track map out. I believe the first car on the lap is the DIVEBOMB of Adler Norris, as he is followed right behind the I nearly keep saying McLaren. Near the or he's being followed by the McLaren here of Finn Baker. Need to make sure I get these names right. So yeah, and then you have the Mercedes driver here, Patrice. Yep, Mercedes of Patrice right there. Trying to learn this names. Obviously, you got your Kick Sauber, driven by Jamie Cavani or Cavanini. Whoops, got that name mixed up. Hopefully, I got that right. Now, obviously, you got your Aston Martin here, Ryan Davey. Your McLaren, you got both McLarens here today of Hayden Edwards, and then you got your Williams of Will Stevens, and you have your other Kick Sauber driver of Casper Solomari. So yeah, Will sets the first lap actually with the 134.636. I'm not too sure what type of times we're supposed to be looking for. I'm gonna be honest. So we would just have to play it as the session goes on. But the next car on a lap, oh, we got the Mercedes there of Patrice setting a 134.4, but gets topped very quickly by the DIVEBOMB of Adler Norris, and then the McLaren right behind him set a 132.7. That was set by Finn Baker. So we got 4 cars already out on the track setting laps, and we have 2 others on actual laps. One being Jamie Cavanini, and then you have Ryan Davey also on a flyer. One driver has, or now he starts to leave, that is Hayden Edwards. Hayden Edwards was the last person to leave the pits, so the last 2 that aren't on hot laps are currently on their out laps. So everyone looking to set a lap here early on, as we have about 12 minutes and some change here left in the session, as Ryan Davies had a 131.7. That is about, let's do some math here, was it 5 tenths? Or 4? I can't remember. I don't know how math works, so work with me here. 5 tenths. Yep, 5 tenths off. And we have Jamie Cavanini. Looking like he'll be picking up a little bit of some slip here off the back of the DIVEBOMB of Adler Norris. Oh, Jamie seems to be warming his tires. Don't know if he might be going for another run. Looks like he's going to go for another run here. So while he goes for another run, we'll watch his teammate here of Casper. Casper coming around here sits at 23.9 sector 1. As we need to get out of this camera for a second. There we go. Just got the camera. Very tight to run around there. You know, make sure you don't clip the curb. You know, these curves can be a little interesting at this track. I had a little lock up there. Runs that perfectly wide, and then this, I feel like this corner up here, that's purple sector 2. Don't know if that's actually a purple one because you know how the game is, but this, I've always figured this corner right here, the long right-hander, it can be a trouble spot because if you get on the gas too soon, you know, you can go for a really mean slide that can ultimately not just, you know, hurt you, but you know, it can damage the tires, and honestly, it could really hurt your overall pace for the longer run. Casper is going to use the remaining of his overtake, I believe, coming out of this corner. Oh, well, he can't do that no more. He's going to settle 131.791 right behind Ryan Davey. He's going to put him up into third. Now we have some people on laps here. We got Jamie doing another run. Hayden Edwards also on a lap, but we're going to watch Jamie here since he's going to be the next one to come across the line. Yeah, Jamie had a good run last week. I believe it was a top 5 for not just him but his teammate. So it was a really good run all in, you know, for the whole team of Kick. Kick Sauber being able to get that 4th and 5th place finish. So really could help them in constructors. I think might be able to you know, put them in a position to take constructors as well, look at that, right? Wow, this is a close 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. 131.788 set by Jamie, and he slides in right in front of his teammate and 1/1000 of a second off of Ryan Davey. As we got Hayden Edwards coming through the hairpin, I believe that's a hairpin. I'm not too known for these, but he's coming through. He's got a bit of ERS saved up right here. See if he can use it for the, oh, that's gonna be an invalidation. That was gonna be a 131.795. Wow, that was gonna be a close one. Wow. So looks like this is kind of the pace we're looking at here, set by the V-carb of Adler Norris. A flyer lap. Really good lap. So it looks like he's gonna go ahead and get his 2nd lap rolling here. I'm wondering if Hayden is gonna have enough to make a 2nd lap on those softs. Mainly, I'm not too sure if he has enough fuel. Some people, they'll tend to save fuel or put enough fuel in the tank for a 2nd lap if you know, botch the 1st lap or run wide or, you know, get some type of penalty. So I will be very interested to see how that all works. But here we got the at the moment current pole sitter, Adler Norris, coming out here to set a 2nd lap here, going through this interesting. China has always been an interesting track to me. I've never the layout is very funky to me. And that's not me, you know, bashing it or anything. It's just, you know, when I look at other circuits, it seems a bit more, I don't know, a little bit more simple. This track, in my opinion, is a bit complex. Oh, look at that slide, bro. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, he's wheeling that car around there. Adler, I can't recall where he finished last week, but I don't think it was one of his greatest performances. 2/10 down on his lap right now. Yeah, he's really sliding the car around. I don't think he's going to get any faster. Meanwhile, we got a couple people coming up here to start their out laps, or start their flying laps, excuse me. We got the McLaren of Finn. I believe that was Finn Baker. Yes, indeed it is. Finn Baker. Coming out here to start his 2nd run, trying to improve on that time. That's a 32.7. Not a time, you know, I mean, it's an opening lap time, you know, it's your 1st run, so some people tend to have it towards the end of the run. So at the moment, he's up nearly 2/10 through sector 1. And we also got the Mercedes here of Patrice. I hope I'm saying that name right. I really do. This is my first time trying to say his name since he didn't race last week, but he's also on the lap. I hope that's a he. Oh Lord. Anyways, going through the sector 1 or sector 2 timing line, I didn't catch if he was up or not. We will go back to him though here in a little bit. And then sector 2 right there, sector 3 time line right there, and it was a like a tenth and a half up for the McLaren of Finn Baker. Also sorry if I sound a little sick. Allergies are really kicking my butt today. Patrice is actually 2 tenths up right here, so looking to improve a little bit here. Currently sitting with the 34.4 at the moment. Obviously, you want to improve every time you're out there on the track, so I think an improvement is what's really important, and looks like Finn Baker was not happy with his current running through the Sector 3 of the track and decided to bring it into the pits. We're going to watch the Mercedes here come across a low. That's an invalidation. What was the lap going to be? A 1:33.5. That was going to be 8 tenths right there if just didn't get caught with the invalidation. Very unfortunate. Well, we'll go to the next guy who's on a lap, and that is the Kick Sauber driven by Casper. Casper is going to... Yeah, so, sorry. Casper is up, coming through. Just past the Sector 1 timer line. Once again, did not catch that. That is on me. Distracted. That is not a good thing for me to be having. Currently got a couple. We got both Saubers now starting a lap. I think these guys must. I think they. 2 tenths up for Jamie. That's very important. Very important. That currently sitting with the 131.7 sector. Barely up. Barely up. Less than a tenth up is Casper going through that sector. So he needs to have a really strong last part of the sector right here, or last part of the track. Excuse me. And yeah. See if he can, get something out of that as his teammate. Jamie is up 3 tenths, looking to try and make a push and charge up on this this V carb right here of Adler Norris. And coming across the final corner right here, there you go, stay on track. Casper's gonna set a 1:31.5. Really good improvement through that third sector right there. Looks to put it all on the track. Currently going to watch his teammate Jamie come across here and through the hairpin, and then coming on the last corner. Don't overdrive it. He didn't overdrive it. I think it's going to be a pole position lap in the moment. It is indeed 1:31.2. Oh, he's about half a tenth. There we go, half a tenth up on the V carb of how do I keep forgetting his name? Adler Norris. I'm sorry. And then next one on the lap is Ryan Davey, but it looked like he was down right there. I don't know if he's pushing. He's not pushing, so we're going to move on. We got Hayden Edwards trying to make a better, I shouldn't say better run because he didn't have a run go out in the first place. He got his first lap invalidated off the final corner, which is going to be a tricky spot here today. It's going to be, it's not just going to be a problem for the European Series, it's also going to be a problem for the American Series. So you got to look out for that. I feel like the hairpin can also be a little tricky spot. Because me personally, I feel like if you overdrive it, you're going to have to really be patient going on throttle. And there he goes coming across. He's going to set a 1:31 flat. Your new provisional pole at the moment goes to Hayden Edwards, as he is about, he's just over a tenth up on Jamie. And he's a tenth and a half up on Adler Norris. Looks like everyone's coming in to the pits. Ryan Davey is starting his lap again. Looks like he's going to give it another go. He's just above his Sector 1 time from the beginning of the last run. So he's up at the moment, which matters. Says we got a caution. Something's going on here. Does he not have fuel? He may not have fuel. Might be out of fuel, probably. Maybe not. Who knows? Anyways, Ryan Davey coming across here. We have just under 3 minutes left in the session. Man, time really does go by fast. So if you're really trying to get these runs in, you need to kind of hurry up, as Ryan Davey is just once again over a tenth up, or not a tenth, a half a tenth up on his personal best lap, which was a 1:31.7. I think this race is going to make it very, very fun to watch. Seems to feel it's a bit closer this time compared to Japan, which is very, very exciting from my point of view. The top 5 are all really close. I mean, honestly, with how the DRS and the slipstream works, man, and the ERS and all that, I think you could really kill. Oh, Ryan Davey went really wide. He really sent it right there, I think. Very unfortunate. And that's gonna be done for him. He's gonna be done. And Will looks to have spun out. Um, that's unfortunate. Looks like he's gonna be stuck with the 134.6. Um, and I don't know if Hayden's gonna get. Hayden's done. Hayden is not gonna be able to get a third lap. It's gonna come down to the V carb and the other kick sauber. Actually, nope. Both saubers are gonna be out on the track. Jamie's gonna have to hustle it here if he wants to get back in time, in my opinion. I don't know how close it's looking, but it's looking real close for him. And you got the Mercedes on a lap. That is that's Patrice. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Looking to really put a better lap down. Had a really in comparison to the other guys up front, not the greatest lap. A 134.4. And looks like the McLaren is also going to be done with the session, as unfortunately Finn Baker is has invalidated maybe his this and next lap, so looks like we won't be seeing much of him anytime soon, or that's just straight up it for his qualifying. We got the okay, about 3 tenths up for and oh man, Patrice is around. That could be a sketchy part. That could be a sketchy part. He's gonna retire on track. Not the best thing to do, honestly. Sometimes they can be in the way a little bit right there. Sector 1, it looked like, if I saw it correctly, Adler Norris was almost a 10th up right there. We need to see what he does in this next sector. Jamie is coming around to start his actual lap. And oh, look at that. Adler Norris is 3/10 up. All he has to do is have a pretty good, sector 3, and he could snag pole away from Hayden Edwards. He's got a McLaren that retired on track. Man, there are a lot of people retiring on track here. What's going on? Coming down to the hairpin. I believe this is the hairpin once again. Not too sure. That looks pretty smooth. As we see, the AI has done parked that McLaren off there. Wow, look at that. Oh, that thing dropped beautiful. That's a 30.7. Pole position at the moment for Adler Norris. That's going to be a hard one to beat. Jamie is just under a 10th up. Half a tenth, really. Casper is actually off at the moment. He's slower at the moment than his actual lap, so needs to find some pace here. Both these Saubers need to find some pace if they want to have a chance to even contend with the V-carb of Adler Norris for the pole position. Casper's going to be our last guy here to, or the next guy to get a lap up here. He must be up if he stayed on track. Well, he's not up no longer because that is an invalidation by the Sauber driver. And then here you come with Jamie coming through the final corner. Oh, that's another one picking up an invalidation. That would have been a 31 or 30.9. So qualifying's over. Like I said, very unfortunate. We only have 8 people, but I do still think this is going to be in for a great race, and I'm excited to see what happens here. As you've got your finishing results here in the qualifying. As you see, we have Adler Norris first, Hayden Edwards second, third is Jamie Cavagnini, and then you got fourth is Casper. Trying to see what his last name is. Casper Salah. So Casper. Fifth is Ryan Davey. Sixth is the McLaren of Finn Baker. Seventh is Will Stevens, and then eighth is the Mercedes of Patrice Louisel. I'm so sorry. I try to get these right. It's just an American with a very short vocabulary. So you have to work with me on that one. You gotta work with me. Alright, we're loading in here. I'm gonna give my picks, my top 3. I'm gonna tell you my top 3. My top 3, I'm going with Hayden Edwards. I love Hayden. I think Hayden's a really good choice. And trying to think. Well, I want to be able to see this. I can't I'm trying to remember names. I got Hayden winning. Hayden's gonna win in my opinion. Then second, I got Adler Norris. Third, I'm going to go with Jamie. I think one of those Saubers are going to claim that final podium. Actually, I take it back. I'm gonna go Adler Norris win. I'm sorry, Adler Norris win. And then I got the two Saubers claiming the final two. Claiming the final two podium positions. Jamie second, and then third. Okay, well I can't do nothing here. What? Is my thing glitched? Okay, we're green. Lights out, away we go here at the Shanghai International Circuit, also known as the Chinese Grand Prix, or China, whatever. Going into this interesting corner, we have we're side by side for the lead here with Adler Norris and Hayden Edwards battling. I'm trying to get everything pulled up here, lap data, telemetry. Let's look at the tire choices. Everyone's on the hards except Ryan Davey and Patrice. So going into this corner, we have a battle for second. We got the medium runner of Ryan Davey and Hayden Edwards battling for second and third. And second's going to be claimed by Ryan Davey. Ryan Davey is on a run here, on a move, trying to make use of those mediums as quick as possible. You know, I think, oh man, Hayden Edwards got really loose out of that corner. Got into the throttle too fast, and he's going to pay for it. He's got the Sauber driver of, looks to have been Jamie. Something happened to the other Sauber driver. Casper's all the way down here in 8th. I don't know what happened. Did not catch it. Apologies for not catching what happened. Might have gotten spun, or might have gotten really loose. I know there's some parts on the track where you can get really loose and kind of have a moment. Meanwhile, back up front, we have the not Mercedes, we have the V-Carb. We got a battle up here. Oh my goodness. The Mercedes, oh, they're stuck together. Wow. The Mercedes of, believe that was, Patrice got into it with Jamie. Oh, Jamie's really drifting around there. Man, he'd do good in Tokyo. But yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. We got another battle right here. Oh, he let off. I don't know if he's got damage. Don't know if he's got damage, but back up front, Adler Norris is he's gone, or not really gone, but he's 8/10 to the clear of Ryan Davey, who is on the medium tire compound. So if you're Ryan in this situation, you really want to stay within 1 second of Adler Norris, because you want to try and pick up that slip and get that DRS and just stay with them. If you can do that for the entire stint, which will be crazy work, then you're pretty much setting yourself up for a really good second stint. But it's really all about if you can hang with him in the first stint. Stays within about half a second, and that's the goal. That's the goal. He's gonna get like I said, slipstream is very strong in this game. So truthfully, you can be within 8/10, and you could probably get close to making a pass here. They both saved up their ERS pretty well, so Ryan Davey's in hot lap, it looks like, and may get overtaken here. Ryan Davey is about to look. He's looking, not taking. Then you got your third and fourth place of your McLaren duo, being Hayden Edwards and Finn Baker. McLaren looking quite strong so far, which is good to see, which is really good to see. Then you have in fifth, Will Stevens. Attaboy to Will. Look at him, sitting top 5 right now. You know, oh, we got one that went wide there. Patrice, he's had a very rough couple of laps. I can't lie to you. Needs to get it together, and as he's being reeled in by the other Sauber of Casper, and that Sauber sandwich, you don't want to be in that. I mean, I don't know if you do or not. I mean, it's really up to you. Anyways, back to the front. We got Ryan Davey still sitting there with the V-Carb of Adler Norris. He is right there. He needs to make work. He needs to make work of him. Personally, I feel like being out in front is... I know obviously it's an advantage, but especially where these games I feel like rely off of dirty air, in my opinion. I think dirty air is a little bit more, painful to work around in this game. So if he could stay right there with him, which he currently is at the moment, he can do something. But he had a very iffy little section right there. Gonna have to try and make some of that up. I don't plan to see him make a move anytime soon. Yeah, they're not yeah. I think what Adler's gonna do here is kind of manage this gap. Ryan Davies doing a lot of locking up. I don't know if it's the game doing that or if he's actually locking up all that time. Jamie is going right around Will for 5th, and that's going to put Will into the 6th and Jamie in the top 5, and his teammate is going to and he's around. Patrice is around. He was getting passed by Casper right as he had spun, and it's going to be it's going to be a long race for Patrice. He's got to really hope he catches a break here at some point. So Will right on the just right there with Jamie still, not letting Jamie leave him quite yet. If Will can kind of just sit and ride there, he can just kind of use, as I say that, he goes wide, went really wide. Yeah, needs to be a little more careful going, around behind people. Trail braking is a bit difficult around some of these tracks. As Ryan Davies is currently on the back of Adler Norris. If Ryan can get a good run right here, he might have a chance to pounce. They're both saving pretty well. I think Ryan's gonna get him right here. Ryan is gonna get him. He's already on overtake before anything. Is he gonna make that move? Is he gonna make it? He's gonna go to the outside. He's gonna actually try and outbrake him. Oh, goes a bit wide, and also the V-carb of Adler Norris goes a bit defensive, so Ryan Davies gonna have to try and set up for another run here as he went a little wide. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a warning given out to him. I don't know if it's gonna be close enough. Is he gonna try? Is he gonna try? Is he gonna try? I don't think he will be smart to back off unless he thinks he can get to the outside of him, which he is not. Oh, he's gonna try. Ooh. Not able to get to the back of or get to the outside of him, which would have been the inside going into this corner right here, but that's okay. As long as he, like I said, the goal was to stay within range. Ooh, he locked up. He went for a gap that really wasn't there, did Ryan Davey. And honestly, lucky to only lost a couple of tenths right there. Kind of shows how good those mediums are when they're not dying. So if he needs, I say he needs to pounce. But if you just save your tires behind, I would save my tires too. Oh, we got someone off back here. That's Will. Will has had a moment. He is spun through Sector 2. And he is, unfortunately, pretty far back. And he's going to have to regroup here and try and rework this. As you've got both of your, look at this, you got 3rd and 4th by the, covered by the McLaren, and then 5th and 6th covered by the Kick Sauber team. Back up front though, we got, Ryan Davies sent it, man, he sent it, but realized he wasn't going to make the corner and locked up. Honestly, lucky to not have hit the V-carb of Adler Norris. So, starting lap 6 here. Got a caution again, I'm sorry. Oh, I saw a DNF happen. That was the Mercedes. The Mercedes had DNF'd. He DNF'd on track. Looked to have not wrecked out. I don't think there's anything in the virtual safety car, right? Nothing? Don't look like it. So, Ryan Davey trying to stay within a second, and he's losing. I mean, I think it's gonna start. He's gonna start falling here from here on out. Unfortunately, he needs to really get that run out of that long right hand. I'm gonna call that just a long right hander. If he can get a really good run out the right hander, it'll help him at least gain all the momentum and time back on the straight and heading into that tight hairpin. Here we go. On the, I'd like to call this a backstretch just by how long it is. He's going to get the DRS. He's going to gain within a good bit, honestly. He's going to gain a lot. Almost down to 2 tenths. Down to 2.27. So Got that going. Now I don't know the what the pit report is when he needs to come in, but if I'd have to assume, I would pit by lap maybe 11, lap 10 or 11 if I was him, since he's on the hards or on the mediums, excuse me. So yeah. Oh man. Woof. Don't man, killing me. But no, that's the only close battle at the moment on track is Ryan Davey and Adler Norris. And Ryan's still there. He is. Very important to stick with him, like I said. If you can stay up there, you are literally in the greatest spot. Because obviously Ryan Davey is going to pit first regardless due to the tire compound difference. And if he's right there when he has to pit, he's going to undercut him really good to where it's going to force probably Adler Norris maybe pit a little sooner so he can try and make up the time he lost. Well, I've developed the hiccups, so I am sorry if I hiccup while I commentate. I'm going to try my best to somehow lose them. Oh, the Mercedes left. Unfortunate for Patrice, as looking to have a better run. Meanwhile, these top two are just... I mean, Ryan Davey's doing an excellent job on those mediums. Just holding himself there with Adler Norris. Oh, he's gotten some wheel spin, though. He needs to be careful. He doesn't need to get on the throttle too hard. Oh, we got a time penalty given out. I missed that. Probably that's when I was figuring out my hiccup issue. I believe that was Finn Baker picking up a 3-second time penalty. Probably got in that last corner. That seems to be a trouble spot for this entire field. As we come along here, Ryan Davey just over a tenth or over half a second off. Sorry, gotta get these numbers right. And it looks like, oh, he might lose him right here. He got the detection. He got to the detection zone in time, but it's gonna be a... He's going to be playing catch up here, and he's already on his button to make up as much time as he can. Really not making that much time up. I mean, gained about 4/10. And yeah. He's going to have to, oh, that's probably a warning. I'm not going to lie. We'll probably check warnings here soon. I know some of these guys have picked up quite a few. Looking through the field real quick just to show some love to all these guys for showing up and racing. You know, even with such a short grid, limited people. Want to appreciate all these guys for you know, making the trip out here and you know, racing even with how many they were given. So big ups to all 8 of these guys for showing up and trying to put on a show for us. You got your McLarens right here. They've really gapped Hayden Edwards. Hayden Edwards is 10.5 seconds off. Sheesh. And as Ryan Davey is trying to stick with him here, he's about the same as last lap. He needs to have a better run through here, though. I don't know what he did different. He was really locking them tires up, I tell you. Oh man, yeah, he's pedaling the throttle. Yeah. I mean, his mediums are starting to go, unfortunately, which is it sucks to see, you know, especially from his point of view, because you got the leader right there, and you can't pass him. You couldn't pass him, so he was just stuck right behind him. And with the tires starting to squeal and you know, you're starting to slither around the back end and you're losing every opportunity to go for this lead. But he's He's sticking right there with Adler Norris. Ryan Davey, didn't have the greatest. These two didn't have the greatest races last week at Japan, and they're really, you know, trying to make a difference here and really rebound for some better points, which at the current moment they are doing. So that's very important for both these guys. McLaren and the Saubers are both their drivers are here, so this should help them all for constructors purposes. I don't know the standings for either of these. I'd have to pull that up here and see if I can get a look at it. Let me see if I can find the standings real quick. No, I can't find it. Alright, so that's okay. Back to the front two. Looks like he's a bit closer this time as Ryan Davies. So maybe he switched up some things. Maybe didn't want to. He didn't mess the tires up. Didn't you know get loosey goosey. And he's going to be right there with Adler Norris. And he needs to. Ooh, man, every time I see people being that close to each other, entering the hairpin, it always scares me. Just because how easy it is to lock out. And oh, Will Stevens he's lost his end plate, or his whole wing, his whole front wing is missing. Man, don't know what he spun in sector 2. I just don't know where. That's a safety car. Oh no! Ryan Davey was able to make it to the pits in time. Oh, the V-carb of Adler Norris has stayed out. This is gonna help Ryan Davey a lot. He's on the hards and he's shown amazing pace on those mediums. I feel like he's in a really good position here to get his win, get a win here. Got a double stack going on for the Kick Sauber drivers. So your running order stays the same, I'm pretty sure. Looks like, did Casper change his wing? I don't know if Casper changed his wing. It looks like maybe he did. But, so we're going to get a reset here. I expect us to go back racing on lap 13 or 14. So, realistically, you know, everyone who pit should be able to make it to the end good, no problem. I believe Adler Norris will decide to come in this time. Looks like he may only lose one spot, maybe two. Actually, I take it back. This safety car is going pretty slow. Oh, getting a message. Oh, I've been sent the points. Thank you, my good buddy AJ. Hayden Edwards is currently atop the standings with 40 points. His closest rival in the race is indeed Ryan Davey, as we see Adler Norris decide to come to the pits. Oh, I'm stuck in that camera. There we go. We're gonna see see where he comes out. He's coming in now. Oh yeah, he's gonna be in the back. Oh man, that's very unfortunate. I think he'll hold on to 5th. He will. Oh, that was close, buddy. Buddy, that was close. Whoa. I don't know if he's going to get that spot up or not, but I think maybe not. So he's gone all the way down to 6th. But like I was talking about with the standings, Ryan Davey sits in 3rd for the points with a solid 22. So yeah, this has been a great race so far. Despite, you know, the gaps, I guess you could say, but the top two were keeping it pretty close with each other. So now Ryan Davey is going to have to play some defense. Obviously, he's got probably, in my opinion, the better tire to be running on to the end of the race. But you gotta understand, you've got everybody behind you, I think, quite literally on the medium compound tire. Oh, excuse me. Y'all heard nothing. Yes, indeed, the entire field behind him is on mediums, so he's gonna have to really be a little defensive, or he needs to really, you know, put his offense on display. But yep, so since we got a minute, I'm going to check how many warnings. Ryan has one. He got a collision warning. Excuse me, that's a collision warning. Ryan's got an exceeded track limits warning. He's got 2 actually, so he's running off 1 more. And don't see anything for Adler Norris, so Ryan Davies gonna have to be really I mean, as I see, he needs to be defensive. I think he should be more defensive than on the offense. So this is gonna be great. I'm gonna like this. Safety car is in this lap. Everybody's gonna get to the field, even Will Stevens, after having to change his wing. When does he choose to go? Oh, we're off and away. Oh, he played him. Oh, he's got both the McLarens battling. Oh, McLaren's battling. The McLaren's going for the lead. That's Finn Baker going into 1. Battling. Oh, okay. Ryan Davey drove it in really deep. Finn Baker took it really cautious. And he's going to get repassed by his teammate. There's some damage. I saw some front wing damage right there, I believe. I think that was the Sauber of Casper getting into it with Finn Baker. I need to see. Everybody's looked good. Everybody looks okay. Oh, the V-carb. No, Adler Norris clips the back of Finn Baker, and I wouldn't be surprised if that gives Adler Norris a bit of damage. Oh, they're racing tight. They're 3 wide. Oh my gosh. Wow, Will Stevens. Oh, more contact between Will Stevens and Adler Norris. Adler Norris is driving like a madman right now. Well, that clears up real quick. Battle for the lead right now is Hayden Edwards getting right to the back of Ryan Davey. Hayden is going to be trying to make some moves here on this back stretch as they come to it right now. Gonna have the compound advantage. I believe they don't give DRS out. They certainly don't, it looks like, so that's good. That's good for Ryan Davey as he's burnt quite a bit. Oh man, we got a I thought we were about to see a 3 wide battle. Man, that's tight. I believe we got them side by side. Nope, they singled out right there. Hayden Edwards looking to make a move on Ryan Davey, but he's also got to worry about the Saubers behind him of Casper and Jamie. Going for the lead as we speak. Hayden Edwards to the outside of Ryan Davey. Is he going to get there in time? Oh, Ryan Davey runs him a bit wide. He's going to clear him at the moment. Casper is waiting for anything to happen. Not just Casper, but his Sauber teammate behind him, Jamie. They're just waiting for something to happen. That sets them up for an easy position gain. As we go into the corner. Oh, low lockup by Ryan Davey. He's been doing that this whole race, honestly. Ryan Davey's been locking his car up. We got a battle back here. The McLaren gets passed by Adler Norris. The McLaren being Finn Baker. Man, Finn Baker runs into the back of Adler Norris. Don't know why I was stuck in that view right there. The top 4 are all within at least a second, I believe. That is insane. And Adler Norris, oh, that's another 3-second time penalty for Finn Baker. That's not going to help him any much. But we could have a 5-horse race if Adler Norris can get up here, which I would not be surprised one bit if he could. We got a battle for the lead up front. Ryan Davey getting battled by Hayden Edwards coming to the backstretch. Hayden, I think, is also going to get DRS actually as well. That's going to help him. But you know who else gets DRS? Casper. Casper going for the lead right here. Going into the hairpin. Oh, they're rubbing, they're banging. Casper, though, is going to clear Hayden Edwards for the lead. And back to the outside goes Ryan Davey. Into the final corner. Wow, that's some tight racing, but man, that's some clean racing. I tell you, Ryan Davey back to second. Gonna get DRS here. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry about who set the fastest lap right there. That is Adler Norris. He's trying to make his way back up as we have a 4-horse race. Oh, the kick Sauber driver right there. Jamie looked to the inside there of Hayden Edwards. Couldn't get it done. Looked like they made a bit of contact as well. Man, this is a great race. The top 5 are all within at least, I think, 3 seconds of each other, maybe 2.5. I mean, this is a great battle up here. Ryan Davey trying to make sure he gets the spot back, but like I said, he's on the hards, so if he with the hards, they should be better in the long run for him. But he needs to race a smart race right here. Don't worry about getting too scrappy with these guys. First, second, third, fourth, fifth are right here. And Finn Baker is trying to get in on this action as well, trying to get within in a second. He might have actually. Oh, we got a battle for the lead. Do we? Casper, it said there was a position switch. I don't know if I missed something. We got all these guys picking up some slip here. We got a battle right here. Adler Norris goes around the Sauber of Jamie, and we got a battle. Oh, we're three wide out of the hairpin. That's wow. Looks like they go back to 2 wide. They got Hayden Edwards and Ryan Davey battling. Oh, we got people going wide. Somehow didn't get a penalty of some sort. All 3 of them, or you know, Davey got shoved a bit wide, but wow. Ryan Davey needs to regroup. He needs to get it together. This is insane, man. Adler Norris, that is his competition. Out of all these guys, I would say Adler Norris is the guy he needs to really keep his eye on. He had the best pace on the hards. I would assume he probably would have the best pace on the mediums. Adler Norris looking to the inside. He's going to make the move on Ryan Davey. He's going to clear. Adler Norris back up to third after having a really scrappy first lap with Will and believe that is Finn. Oh, I thought I saw Finn spin. I can't lie. Can't lie right there. So going through, we got Casper in first, Hayden Edwards in second, third is Adler Norris, fourth Ryan Davey, 5 Jamie Cavagnini, and then 6 is Ryan Baker. Finn Baker. My apologies. Woo! There's a lot going on. I can barely get my mouth to keep moving. Pause. So coming out the long right-hander. Ooh, Adler Norris is going to get a really good run on Hayden Edwards coming out of there. He's going to get some DRS, going to get some help, but also so does Hayden Edwards, but I don't think that's going to do anything. Going to the inside, entering the hairpin is Adler Norris. That's another move he's making this lap. That's 2 so far. We got a wreck somewhere. Oh, we've got some cars that stopped up here. Oh no, Jamie Cavagnini. And, oh, Ryan Davey. Oh, Ryan Davey. I wonder if something happened. I wonder if someone got ran into. Oh, man. Ooh. Looked like he ran wide. Maybe locked the rears up. Who knows? Oh, but Ryan Davey needs to fight. He needs to get back there. He needs to get back into this. He's on the hards. He's got the preferred compound, in my opinion, to finish this race. Needs to get back up there. Adler Norris looking. He's looking. He's making a move to the inside of Casper. He's going to clear him. Adler Norris to the lead. What a crazy comeback for him after getting basically, you know, screwed from making a pit stop with the safety car, having to pit a lap later and losing all the track position. He was able to regain it in just 4 laps. That's insane. He has insane pace here today. Ryan Davey, he needs to get a move on. First of all, he's got the pace to win this race. He has the pace. He just needs to get up there and be able to really spice it up. He's got a chance to win. He's also got his rival in front of him, Casper, going to the inside of Adler Norris, looking to the inside in the hairpin. Oh man, they're getting racy. Oh, snapped. The Sauber snapped. His car snapped loose on exit, and he's now going to catch a little heat from behind with Hayden Edwards. Now he's going to be on the offense, and he's going to go around the outside, and he's going to clear going into turn 1. Hayden Edwards now moved up to second. Third is Casper. Ryan Davey is just lurking back there. I tell you, I really do think if he can get back up there, he will have a really good chance of fighting for this win. But he also needs to make sure everybody in front of him stays within DRS range of the leader. That's going to keep everybody closer together, and that's very important for Ryan Davey, in my opinion. I think if you have everybody in front of you in DRS range, yourself included, obviously, you have a better chance to win. and he's driving the wheels off that thing right now. I mean, he's doing whatever he can to get up there. Hayden Edwards hasn't let Adler Norris leave his sights quite yet. Adler Norris is not out of the woods. He's still got some battles that he is partaking in and has to look out for. Ryan Davey looks to be within a second, so everybody, the top four is going to get DRS on each other. So we're going to see right here if Hayden Edwards is going to have enough to make the pass on Adler Norris and gain his position. Looks like he's not. Adler might have used a bit of ERS right there. Everyone in medium here. Oh, that was a big lockup. I believe that was Ryan Davey who's locked up again. Ryan Davey is locking his tires up more than I've seen. Wow. And he's right there. He's ready to pounce on that Sauber. And the Sauber, looks like he could lose these front two. So for Ryan Davey, it's very important he gets around Casper so he can give himself a fair chance to fight for the lead here. Speaking of the lead, Hayden Edwards is right there with Adler Norris as they battle coming out of, I believe that was turn 2, turn 3. I don't know my turns, but we're going to assume. Woo! Need to catch my breath for a minute. That was a lot. That was a lot. Holy gee willies, man. That was a lot. I said at the show earlier. I said earlier that I think this could put on for some really good racing. And it certainly is. It's this safety car, in my opinion, saved the race. Oh, Ryan Davey, he looked like he locked up pretty bad there. He definitely locked up pretty bad. Almost got himself out of DRS range with that. Speaking of DRS, we're going to get some here on this backstretch. And Hayden Edwards is most likely going to be making the pass on Adler Norris. Looks like he's gonna look. Adler is really using right here. It's not the smartest idea in my opinion. Listen, I feel like it's okay to give up the lead. You know, if the field's this close, I mean, you can just get the, you know, DRS the next corner. So yeah, yeah, just yeah. Oh, brother. Trying to look around, see if anything else going on. We got one in the pitch, Jamie Cavaini. I keep getting that name mixed up. Comes in the pits. I'm trying to get that name right. It's a little difficult for me. Like I said, American with the short vocabulary. Will picked up another time penalty, by the way. Another, I don't know if that's actually factual. Yes, he sure did. No, he did not. I'm a liar. Don't listen to me. That's his first time penalty of the game, or the race, excuse me. As we look back here, your top four are still all together. I know we got Ryan Davey really running off of one. He can't even give another warning. He's running off of 2 warnings right now, so one more warning for Ryan Davey, and it's probably lights out to win this race. So everyone's got to be very smart, very strategic on how they make their moves and when they make their moves. You don't want to make a move so late that it puts you in a spot where you can pick up a penalty and get forced wide, you know? I'll tell you who's making a move. That is Hayden Edwards going for the lead on Adler Norris. And Adler's going to actually hold on to the position. Hayden might actually make a move here. This front stretch. Ryan Davey is ahead. Casper is pitting. I'm not too sure why. But yeah, that's an interesting call, interesting move. Not too sure what the Sauber drivers are thinking. They switch to the mediums. Hayden Edwards takes the lead. Sorry that I missed that. I was very cut off by the pitch strategy going on there. It must be something I don't know about these mediums. Maybe the mediums can't make it all the way. Maybe. I'm not too sure. I'm not really familiar with the tire deg at Shanghai, so we'll see. Ryan Davey is importantly within a second of these two, and that's gonna really help him. He had the pace on the mediums to stay with Adler Norris. Now it's about trying to, you know, work through these two for with the hards. And we're on the backstretch here. Is the V carb of Adler Norris is going to get DRS, and he's going to slip right by. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse the voice crack. Oh my goodness. Well, slipped right by Hayden Edwards while I voice cracked. That is incredible, and that just helps Ryan Davey get ever so closer to these two. And Ryan Davey is in prime position. Prime position is also Hayden Edwards going around the outside, or trying to go around the outside of Adler Norris, as they're getting very scrappy up here. This is a scrap. Top two are really racing like their life depends on it, which is amazing to watch. Looks like Hayden Edwards is going to not clear. Got more of a battle going on. Jamie Cavanini takes the fastest lap of the race. With whatever that lap time was. Did not pay too much attention to it, honestly. This battle in front is very interesting and more important at the moment. Another 3-second time penalty for Finn Baker. I believe I got that name right, Finn Baker. That is his third time penalty, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Take a look at the details so far. So, yeah, Ryan Davey is up 2 spots, including Finn Baker, and 3 spots has been lost for Jamie Cavanini. Or Cavanini. Oh, Lord. Gotta work on these names. Back up front, Hayden Edwards going for the lead on Adler Norris. Gonna clear going into the hairpin. That was tight. This is tight racing up here with these three. We're coming to lap 23 out of 28. Oh, Ryan Davey. Oh, we talked about it. Oh, we said you can't give up another one, and he did, and he's gonna get a 3-second time penalty. So if you're Ryan Davey now, what you need to do is you need to get past these guys. You need to get past, you need to start building a gap out, and I hope you can pull within 3 seconds, because I'm going to check real quick. I don't know if there's any warnings for any of these guys. Hayden has a warning. That's it. Hayden only has... No, he has 2 warnings. Okay. Hayden has 2 warnings. One warning is given to the V-Carb. Yep. So, what I'm looking at here is Hayden Edwards is running off. He has no more warnings to give. He's on his last warning. However, Adler Norris only has 1 warning. He can give up another warning. Now, will he do so? We don't know. I don't know if he is aware that, you know, Hayden is going to have to play it a little tight here, but this is Ryan Davey. I'm going to be honest, might have had the car to win. Going by the pace his mediums were running at compared to the hards of Adler Norris. Maybe the deg isn't that bad, but then again, the Sauber drivers have pitted for some reason. I wonder if there's something I don't know about the degradation. As the oh, he got a bit loose back on the power. Hayden Edwards did. If you're Ryan Davey, I think you need to go. You need to move. You can't ride any much longer, as much as you'd love to. I mean, look at this. They're nose to tail right there, all 3 of them. Ryan Davey's actually going to get to the outside. That's very crucial. Ryan Davey around. Oh, he's going to be on the outside right here, going into the next corner. Casper with the 133.8. He's going to clear. He is going to clear. Hayden Edwards locks up once again. Now he needs to get past the V-Carb of Adler Norris and try and pull a 3-second gap out with about 4 laps remaining. He's got 4 laps to do all this. He needs to make it happen, and he needs to really get a step on things. Let's see, they got to lap 11, went back green about, like, what, lap 13? So this is about the same window. They're running about the same amount of laps at the moment. So I'm really curious if the tire fall off is anywhere near what I was thinking. I thought tire fall off would be a little crazy, you know, with the mediums and hards, but clearly, ooh, buddy got loose. And if you gotta pounce, gotta pounce, gotta pounce. You got Adler Norris, who is draining battery, but so is Ryan Davey. Ryan Davey around the outside. He's gonna hold off. He's gonna back it up. He's gonna do the switch back on Adler Norris. They're side by side. Looks like Adler might clear. He sure does. Adler clears going to the final corner, and Ryan Davey is going to try again. Both of them are a little bit low on their ERS. Ryan Davey especially, where he's got 10%. Now is Ryan going to try the good old pass him on the outside trick? Oh, Adler Norris goes wide actually. Ryan Davey forced him into a position where he made him go wide. Now he's got to get the, can he get the grip on the outside? He should. He should. He's going to still be there. Side by side. Off the few corners. Going here. Oh, they're side by side still. Ryan Davey with the inside. Oh, did they touch? I couldn't tell if they touched. I thought they might have Ryan Davey to the lead. This is important for Ryan Davey. Ryan Davey. He needs to try and start building a gap. It is important. And we're going to see if he can do that here. About 3/10 separates first and second. About 7/10 or 5/10 separates the top three altogether. Ryan Davey, he's been locking up a lot. I don't know if that's hurting him that much, but it sure looks like it to me. And he's going to get past here most likely. So, I mean, battling for the win it's going to be a tough one for him to do at the moment. As Adler Norris goes to make the pass. Whoops, there we go. Gonna let him by. Gonna do the switchback, or attempt to do the switchback. Doesn't look like he's gonna pull it off. Looks like Adler Norris is gonna get right back in line. And then Ryan Davey, is he gonna try and get him here? He might. He's gonna have a really good run coming out this final corner to make a move on him, which he is. Ryan Davey back to the lead. Hayden Edwards, though, is gonna try and pounce. He's gonna try and work off that. Ryan Davey clears Adler Norris going into the corner. Alright, I think Ryan Davey's in a better situation to try and build a gap out, but he needs to be consistent in doing so. One bad lap and it's pretty much over for him. Oh, he's gonna get hit. Oh my gosh, is that wing damage? Did Adler Norris pick up wing damage from that? That hurt his. I don't know if that hurt his car that bad, but there was definitely some contact. I think Ryan Davey locked up once again. Oh, I think there is some damage to Adler Norris. Oh, please tell me he doesn't have damage. His wing looks fine, but obviously sometimes it looks different from inside than outside. So, hoping everything's good there. Hoping everything is good. Looks like yeah, I think he's good. I think he's okay. Ryan Davey about 5.5 tenths up. Curious to see what Ryan Davey does. Or not Ryan Davey, Adler Norris. Is he going to make the move? He's going to look. He's going to look. He's going to look. He's going to dive. Going to send it on Ryan Davey. Ryan Davey getting passed by Adler Norris. This is bad news for Adler. Oh, Ryan Davey, though. He's going to hold it, actually. Ooh, that was... Yikes, that's close. That's close racing. Just to double check the things real quick. Need to just double check. See if there's anything that I missed. Anything? Nope. They all picked up nothing. Just double checking. It's always good to double check. Got a battle going into turn 1. That's actually Hayden Edwards. Hayden Edwards took the lead. I missed that. Oh, I'm so sorry for missing that. Oh, man. Hayden Edwards takes the lead. Ryan Davey down to third now. Second sits Adler Norris. Ryan Davey is going to look to the inside. That's not what Adler Norris needs to see right now. He doesn't need to see Ryan Davey battle him. He needs to try and stick with Hayden Edwards as they battle. And the fastest lap's been set by Finn Baker with the 1:33.7. Adler Norris is continuing to get battled by Ryan Davey. Ryan Davey actually runs him off the track. Oh man, Ryan Davey's doing everything he can, but he's almost about to cost. I mean, this race was, wow, it's a close race, and then Ryan Davey started battling and. Oh, I think it's not there. I don't think Adler Norris is within DRS range here. Got to be frustrated as a driver to, have a chance at a win, And, you know, someone with a time penalty kind of just gets a bit in the way, and it just ruins your chance of really actually having a fair shot at the battle for the win. Looks like he's going to get back into a range, though. I don't know if he did burn. He did burn indeed. So he's still going to have a chance here if he can stick with Hayden Edwards off the corner or out of the throughout the remainder of the lap. As we hit the last lap of this Grand Prix, Hayden Edwards, who honestly was nowhere near the lead for the first part of the race, is out front right now and leading on the last lap. I think Outer Norris got tagged once again from Ryan Davey. I know that's frustrating to have happen. As someone who led the first part of this race, just to have that safety car come out at a very bad time and really put you in a position to where you had to really work your way through the field, and then also had some bumps throughout the way back up. 6/10 though separates the top two. Ryan Davies driving insane right now, trying to, I guess, stay within. Maybe he's gonna try and make a case for himself. Who knows? 8/10 now. Hayden Edwards has just a little bit more ERS than Norris. Adler looks to have run a bit wide coming out of the corner. He's, man. I mean, this is a great race. Looks like he's not going to be able to get the DRS. Or he's going to get the DRS, but he's not going to have enough to really do anything. And Adler Norris is going to get battled by Ryan Davey. And Ryan Davey's going to clear for second on track. But coming out of the final corner right here, Hayden Edwards is going to go back to back to back. He's won all three races so far this season. He's going to win here at the Shanghai International Circuit, the Chinese Grand Prix. Second was Adler Norris. Third was Ryan Davey. Fourth is Casper. Fifth is going to be the other Sauber of Jamie Caminini. That's another top 5 for both those drivers, as that should help them in the constructors battle. Sixth is going to be, when he comes across the line, 6 will be Finn Baker. And he's going to come home P6. And then we have Will, the last guy to cross the line here when he makes his way around in the Williams. Oh, give it a little throttle there, Will. Give it a little throttle. And he's going to come out the final corner, man. And he's going to finish it up in 7th. No matter how many people there was, it's still a good finish for Will. Very happy to see most of the drivers be able to finish this race. Had an amazing second half. I got to be honest with you. That was a great second half of the race. Hayden Edwards undoubtedly is your driver of the day. Very, very good. Good, second half for him. I mean, he was, honestly, if you were going off the first 10, he was out of it. It looked like a 2-horse race, but Hayden Edwards had the help with the safety car, and it, bailed him out, so to say, and he took full advantage of that. Took full advantage. So we'll watch a little celebration. We're going to see him get dirty, get nasty, popping the champagne. Champagne, sorry. This is awesome. This was a great race. Want to thank everybody for tuning in who watched. It was a blessing to have all you guys. Shout out to the top 8 that raced, all 8 that raced. Unfortunate for the Mercedes of Patrice not being able to finish, but all in all, an amazing race to watch there. Hayden Edwards first. Second goes to Adler Norris. Third, Brian Davey. Fourth goes to Casper Salamari, I think I got the name right. Fifth, Jamie Caminini. Sixth is Finn Baker. There we go. Seventh, Will Stevens. And then 8th is Patrice. And I'm learning that last name before I try and say it. Learning that last name. But yep, that's going to do it. Well, I want to give a big shout out to AJ and everybody over there at AutoRacingConnected for letting me, host an amazing race or call a great race. I want to give a shout out to the sponsors at the current. Oh, Jack Schaff won last week. I'm slow. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Well, I was close. Anyways, messed that up. Jack Schaff won last week. Got that wrong, but let's give a quick shout out to the sponsors. Before we call it, shout out to DIVEBOMB Simling Pro, IMB, the Racing Rats, and obviously AJ Knickel. Big shout out to the sponsors, man. They're good guys. They're good guys. Obviously, the league owner, AJ. I'm trying to see if there's anybody else to shout out. I think that's about everybody, man. I can't lie. I want to double check I got everybody. I want to make sure I got everything this time. Don't want to make sure I miss anything. I think that's all. All right, guys. Well, I'm just going to assume that's it. So I appreciate you guys for watching. And make sure to tune into next week's race. Hopefully we get the better numbers. And yeah, take care.